Yeah.
I'm on the hill. What'd you do?
Turned it on.
No. What did you do besides turn it on?
Here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the best cowboys, the best cowgirls, and the American Cowboy Association entered up here tonight. We also have the very best in buck and stock in time to bid cattle. You see, folks, this is no five and dime operation. No siree. You're going to get the blue flag special here this evening. And I can't think of a better way to start things off than to bring in the flags that have helped sponsored our rodeo here this weekend. So right now, as we put on the music, we're going to bring the first two flags. And here they come right now, ladies and gentlemen. Coming around my side, ILA Insurance Company. And on the other side, the fine folks from Dale's Farmers Co-op. They're our bareback riding sponsor. And the insurance company is sponsoring our time event Outgate. Let's give them a nice big welcome, if you will, to the Lower Alabama Rodeo. And now, coming into the rodeo arena, the Cherokee Rose on the other side, the Rough Stock Outgate sponsor, and the fine folks from Acme Boot Village sponsoring our team rolling competition here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a nice big welcome, if you will. And rodeo fans are riding in right now as two more flags should make up our 6 flags in the arena. And coming around to my side, the fine folks from FM 95 sponsoring our calf roping competition. And the folks from Dog Walker sponsoring our steer wrestling. These are our 5 sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. And if you'll give them all one nice big round of applause one more time, we would appreciate that very, very much. As they ride into the arena and get set up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have something real special to present to you at this time. We think you're going to like very, very much. If you'll direct your attention down to that opening gate down there. We have one of the most unique ways of presenting Old Glory to you, ladies and gentlemen. A good-looking cowgirl and a good-looking horse with America's #1 flag, the #1 flag in the world in our hearts. Here's the late, great John Wayne to tell you about it as you stand up and take your hats off in respect for our nation's flag.
You ask me why I love her. Well, give me time. I'll explain. You've seen the Kansas sunset or an Arizona rain. How you drifted on a bayou down Louisiana way. You watched the cold fog drifting over San Francisco Bay. Have you heard of Bob White calling in the Carolina pines? Or heard the bellow of a diesel at the Appalachian mines? Does the call of the Niagara thrill you when you hear her waters roar? You look with awe and wonder at Massachusetts shore where men who braved the heart of the world first stepped on Plymouth Rock. Do you think of them when you stroll along New York City dock? Have you seen a snowflake drifting in the Rockies way up high? Have you seen the sun come blazing down from a bright Nevada sky? You hail to the Columbia as racing to the sea. How you're headed, Gettysburg, our struggle to be free. Have you seen the mighty Tetons? You watched an eagle soar. Have you seen the Mississippi roll along Missouri's shore? Have you felt a chill at Michigan on a winter's day or waters rage along the shore? Thunderous display. Does the word aloha make you warm? Do you stare in disbelief when you see the surf come roaring in at Waimea Reef? From Alaska's cold to the Everglades, from the Rio Grande to Maine, my heart cries out, my pulse runs fast, a mind percolating. You ask me why I love her? I've a million reasons why. My beautiful America, beneath God's wide, wide sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1993-94 Miss LA Rodeo Queen, Sandy Red with the American flag.
Popcorn.
Rodeo fans, right now, before we go into our national anthem, we have a very special, important person we'd like to introduce to you right now. You know, rodeo fans, the proceeds of this rodeo go to the Shepherd Staff, a children's ministry right here in Harrison, Alabama, and we have the director with us, Mr. Lenny Dixon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a...
This rodeo, Bill Beasley, approached me some 5 years ago and said, hey, I know I like what you're doing. We appreciate it. We want to be a part of it. I'm going to start something over here called the LA Rodeo Arena. We want to help you on a monthly basis and a yearly basis. And they have just then become our second largest contributor on a monthly basis. So you all helped that happen right here tonight by coming, by participating in this rodeo. And you can help even more by becoming a member of the LA Rodeo Association or becoming a parenting partner, a monthly giver to the Shepherd staff, and help us as we raise homeless children in a Christ-centered, Bible-based, family-oriented ministry, one of the few like his left in Alabama on a total local scale. So we appreciate you coming out tonight. We hope you have a good time. If you would stand and bow and pray and thank the Lord Jesus.
Ain't that a beautiful sight, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, Gloria, blowing in the breeze as she rides out of the arena. Right now, you notice the rodeo. Pivot people are moving down to get the flags all set up. And right now, we're going to ask old Sandy to turn right around and pick up the cowboys and cowgirls. One of the most spectacular displays of fine Western horsemanship. We call it the Grand Entry. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome them into the arena, if you will. Our mounted contestants tonight in the time dance here at our rodeo. Yes, rodeo fans, the cowboys and cowgirls, you see before you help make up our mounted contestants. And our cowboys down in the bucket shoots in the saddle or in the bareback riding and the bull riding competition to make up the cowboys and cowgirls competing in our rodeo here this weekend. The mounted contestants you see before you are your cap ropers, your team ropers, your steer wrestlers, and your cowgirl bear racing competitors. These cowboys and cowgirls had a last-ditch effort, one of the last rodeos of the season, trying to qualify in the top 15 position for the American Miles Rodeo, held the first week of November in College Park, Georgia, I believe it is. And to qualify, of course, you have to be one of the top 15 money winners in each of these 7 sanctioned events. The all-around champion Cowboys determined for a contestant that has competed and won the most money in 2 or more rodeo events throughout the course of the 1993 rodeo season. Just head on out the gate, folks, if you will, there.
Where'd Brandy go?
Lost by now. What we're doing, folks, we have what they call a serpentine as they wind around and they pick up the pivot people. And I guess you pivot people down this end, you get a chance to ride out and just go ahead and get into the pack and head on out the gate if you will. You know, rodeo fans, these cowboys and cowgirls are rodeo athletes. They travel all over this part of the country trying to qualify for the finals. They pay all of their own expenses. They pay all their own entry fees. Entry fees at the rodeo generally around $35 to $55 for each event that you enter in. Now, many of our contestants are entered in 2 or more events at our rodeo here this weekend. So they got quite a bit of money mounted up. On top of all that, they have to pay all their own travel expenses. They don't have sponsors or anything to kind of help them out. And the worst part about it is, most when the American cowboy gets hurt out in the rodeo arena, they have to go to the doctor, get themselves patched up, pay for the medical bill, and get back out and compete. Unlike the other athletes in other professional sports here in America, such as football or basketball or baseball, you know, when they get hurt, they sit on the bench and whine and go ahead and collect their $7 or $8 million. You don't do that in professional rodeo. You get yourself patched back up and get on down the road to yet another rodeo. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them all a nice round of applause as they're heading out of the arena. Here in just a moment. She is your 1993-94 senior queen.
Yeah.
She carried the American flag for us from Enterprise, Alabama. Well, Sandy, we're ready for you right now. Come on into the arena. She's in the arena. Okay. I was looking back towards the gate. She snuck in on me. That beautiful paint horse. Isn't that a pretty paint horse? I'll tell you what, folks. Good looking horse right there. Around the third barrel, here she comes down the home stretch. And the time of 21.736. 21.736. Enterprise, Alabama right now brings us her last barrel racer. This will be Heather Marshall. Heather Marshall will be the last one to go. You know, rodeo fans, I've worked a whole lot of rodeos this year in the past 11 years. I don't think I've ever worked a performance where nobody has knocked the barrel over yet. So things